of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do, the babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight.
What's good, y'all? I know it's been a long time, but welcome back to the channel. Y'all know I gotta bring the fire content for y'all. I gotta bring it back. But yeah, you know, life's been busy, super busy, and I want to make videos for y'all every day. I wish I could. I wish I could make 10 videos a day, but you know, that's how it goes. But you know, I'm doing me, staying out the devil's path. But that being said, y'all leave a like if you enjoy, so we can show more people, and let's get right into it.
This lady disappear and shapeshift into another dimension.
Hey, how's it going?
I was speeding, wasn't I?
Yeah, and you completely blew past that stop sign in front of me.
I did. I'm so sorry. I literally didn't even see it.
No
this
worries.
is my first time being pulled over.
All right, can I see your driver's license registration, please?
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Here's my license, but this is my mom's car, so.
Where are you headed to where you're speeding and missing stop signs?
I was just headed to a friend's house. It's like literally right there. It's a birthday party, so
Got it.
Not mine, but.
Any drugs or alcohol in the vehicle?
No, of course not.
All right, sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the? Sarah? What the heck? Sarah? 30.
Hold up, what?
All right, sit tight, sir. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your registration is What the? Sarah? What the heck? Sarah? 3201 to dispatch. I have a...
Right, so we know that this girl is not actually human because she has a male skull. Right, we see the female skull doesn't fit on her whatsoever. Look how big the forehead is. So it's confirmed she has a male skull. Anyone who has a male skull is not God's creation. They are an abomination created by the devil. It's because in Luke 12 verse 3, God has told us that whatever they speak about in darkness or speak about in the secret, they must proclaim it upon the housetops. Right, so they have to put things like this right in our face, right? So that lady clearly does not have a female skull. Satan cannot replicate God's creation. He can only invert it. God has already told us that as the days of Noah were, so shall the coming of the Son of Man be. Right, so the last, right, and they what's happening, everything. The Bible says to test spirits whether they are of God or not. And we know this woman is an abomination. She's got a male skull.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. My guy completely just dissed her. He said she looks like a man. That's crazy. She look normal to me. Some girls just got big foreheads. They got big heads. I see the girl with the head. Never mind. You know what? Nah, but I seen a girl with the head that looks like my computer screen. Big square head. I'm not even dissing, but definitely a female. So, what you trying to say? What does that even have to do with anything, bro? What does that even have to do with her disappearing? Nah, but she definitely she's probably a magician or something. She just put a little excuse me. She put a little magic trick on the cops. That's crazy. Could somebody explain that though?
Behind closed doors in plain sight.
Where am I? Grandpa? What are you doing here?
Chris, welcome to the Skull and Bones Society. This is where the most powerful men in the world are groomed for their futures. Every president, every CEO, the Skull and Bones Society has been a part of my family for decades, and we want you to become a member.
Really? Wow, cool!
Excellent. You get your own stock portfolio and the best medical care on the planet. You'll be kept as healthy as a horse. The first Thursday of every month, we go to a local orphanage, pick out a kid, fill out all the paperwork, and then don't take him home. It's hilarious.
That sounds kind of cruel.
No, you'll love it. It's great.
You wanted to see me, Grandpa?
Yes, Chris, your pledge period is over. The Skull and Bones elders are now ready to admit you to our ranks. Consider it done.
Thanks, Grandpa.
Nah, you know what's crazy though? Skull and Bones is actually a real cult type thing. I know it has something to do with Freemasonry and stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, come on, it's The Simpsons. I mean, not bad. It's not The Simpsons. It's Family Guy. Made by the same people. You know what I mean? You know they like to put what's actually going on in your face.
Sexy Red is one of the most popular artists out now, being called one of the biggest breakthrough artists of summer 2023 by Billboard. Her song Pound Town turned her into an overnight star, gaining millions of views on TikTok and YouTube. Today, everywhere you look, you will spot Sexy Red's name, as TikTok loves her and the blogs can't get enough of her. She seems to have taken over 2023 with her beyond explicit lyrics and her proud ratchet behavior. You may be asking how exactly did Sexy Red get so big in the first place? Did she just get super lucky by going viral with Pound Town, which led to an organic rise to fame? Well, not exactly. Yes, her song going viral is what made her gain all this newfound attention, but her song going viral had nothing to do with luck. There is a reason it appears Sexy Red came out of nowhere, and it's because she did. As raw and ratchet it appears Sexy Red is, her rise to fame is very much calculated. Sexy Red is an industry plant, and by the end of this video, you would see exactly how she became a star and why they made her a star to begin with. Sexy Red started making music when her boyfriend cheated on her. To get back at him, she wrote and recorded a diss song towards him. Sometime after this, she would experience her first moment of virality when her song 1,000 Jugs, a parody of Vanessa Carlton's 1,000 Miles, went viral. The song got her some attention, but nothing serious would come from it yet. Later that year, she would end up dropping her single called Free Smoke. While again not doing anything for her immediately, this song would eventually play a role in her current success. A few years would pass, and in 2021, an A&R, or part of a label called J Rebel Music, would hear Sexy Red's Free Smoke record, and she would get signed to J Rebel Music. J Rebel Music would get behind her and help push her music, and by 2023, after years of grinding, Sexy Red drops Pound Town and makes it big. If we listen to this story being told, then you might be asking, how is Sexy Red an industry plant? Her growth seems organic. Well, this story isn't entirely accurate. This is what the labels want you to think. Sexy Red did get signed to J Rebel Music, but it wasn't in 2021 like they claimed. It was...
Hey, you look scary in that picture.
Want you to think. Sexy Red did get signed to J Rebel Music, but it wasn't in 2021 like they claimed. It was back in 2018 when she first went viral. I discovered this by looking...
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut it off right there, but that's where it ended. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy because all the stuff that she's talking about is not very holy, to say the least. Like, a lot of the stuff she speaks about is just pushing agendas, just like all the other female artists. I mean, kind of rare to see a female artist, or any artist in general, to come out speaking about like God and stuff, anything holy, something that's not misguiding the youth and misguiding people in general. You don't see those people go big. That's just the way it is.
I don't care what you say. Jim Carrey is the wokest actor out there.
I don't think we can afford to assume that the people who are charged with our public health any longer have our best interests at heart.
Hey, that's crazy. I didn't mean to interrupt, but man, I just went to the hospital and they gave me $1,000 bill just for looking at me. I thought I had a little infection, and I left there thinking, dang, man, I'd probably be better off just dying. Like, if I get in a bad car accident in the street and the ambulance comes, nah, don't even touch me, bro. If my neck's broke, just leave me like that. I'll fix it myself, bro. I'm not going to the hospital, bro. That's crazy. You go in there, they look at you. 5 minutes later, you're out the door, and they give you a bill. How do you want to pay the bill? $3,000. Like, come on, bro. Why is it not free?
Have our best interests at heart all the time. You say, why would a doctor not want to know more about something that could save a life or prevent a disease? I don't understand. The AAP is financed by the drug companies. Medical schools are financed by the drug companies. This is a huge business. Vaccines are the largest growing division of the pharmaceutical industry. $13 billion. Control medical schools. For years now, talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile, so you don't know what's really going on. You know? And they just start making stuff up. Yeah. Like the Neil Armstrong guy. Have you seen him on the talk shows? Neil has to be the first man to walk in the room. Talk about a fish story. Yeah. Man, and they're buying it. Okay.
I wanted to find the most meaningless thing that I could come to and join, and here I am.
Hey, you, make sure to follow me. Let's get it.
Jim Carrey's definitely one of those puppets that's like trying to expose, but also not trying to expose too much because, you know, he's a comedian. He plays it off as a joke, but he's like telling you. He's just not really telling you because he doesn't want.
False prophet.
I've been sewing 10% of everything that comes through my hands for the last 2 years.
10%. God's saying more.
Okay.
Because 10% was what's God.
Sewing, but I'm all for
So now we need to sow specifically for his deliverance. And speak, this is for his deliverance. And a good amount. If there's a good amount given to psychics, it needs to be a good amount. Because that's the key that needs to unlock his complete freedom. And it needs to be where his power is. Like Bible Church, for example.
That lady is literally not human. She's an abomination. It's completely demonic to tell someone they need to tithe more to get deliverance on their child. Matthew 24:24 says, "For there shall arise false Christs," right? People that are coming in the name of Christ. And
Now, that's crazy. That kid is just casually on the floor, looking like he's having a seizure, fighting demons, while this lady's asking for money.
false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, in so much that if it were possible they shall deceive the very elect, which is God's people. And then we go to verse 37, "But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be." So basically the last days that we're in will also be like the days of Noah. What happened in the days of Noah? The sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. Sons of God were a type of angel, so the angels were mating with human women. So there were all these abominations running around that God did not create. Right? The sons of God are part of the fallen angels that Satan cast down. So really, Satan created these people, not God. If we look at a picture of this evil woman, she has a male skull. Right? We see how the male skull fits perfectly on her eyes, her mouth, everything. Look at the teeth even. But of course we slap a female skull on her, it doesn't fit at all. Look where the eyes are, and look where the teeth are. None
Let me know what you guys think about this. Comments.
of it fits. This is how we can tell if people are of God or not. Just to show you that this is true, I did multiple times on her. This is the male skull on her again. It fits completely perfect. Right, so these people are from Satan. They're here to deceive God's people. Right, 1 John 4 tells us, "Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out into the world." So remember, we gotta try these people to see if they are of God or not. And obviously,
Like I said, I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. No comment, bro.
Did y'all see the footage of the interview with Hillary Clinton that like literally just came out where she's talking about re-educating Trump MAGA supporters? It's pretty wild.
There wasn't this little tail of extremism wagging the dog of the Republican Party as it is today. And sadly, so many of those extremists, those MAGA extremists, take their marching orders from Donald Trump, who has no credibility left by any measure. He's only in it for himself. He's now defending himself in civil actions and criminal actions. And when do they break with him? Because at some point, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members, but something needs to happen.
I hate politics, bro. I hate politics so much. But this lady is the devil. And she's saying that MAGA extremists take orders from Trump. Like, what? Where's the proof? Like, where are you getting this from? She's thinking this up, bro.
Now, depending on which choose your own adventure storyline you follow, I know there's a lot of people out there that think that that's an actor, that the real Hillary Clinton isn't here anymore. Regardless, I think everyone needs to understand one thing, and that's that a very specific narrative is being pushed. And I don't know what else it's going to take people to understand all of the pieces that have been set up, all of the ducks that they've got lined up in a row, what that actually spells out and what that actually means. Y'all understand that re-education camps and internment camps are a real thing, right? Have you seen what happened in China? Have you seen what they're doing there? Now, you're going to want to pause this. Here's a snapshot from the Wikipedia of China's internment camps and what they're about.
Bro, Wikipedia, do you not know Wikipedia can be edited by anybody? Y'all let me know if I'm right. I'm pretty sure you can still edit Wikipedia like anybody.
Now, these internment camps are said to have some of the most brutal and horrific living conditions imaginable. They basically exist to re-educate the Chinese citizens on how to think and act the way the government wants them to. Now, if you all aren't understanding what all this is pointing to, you can say whatever you want, but when something gets spoken in the national spotlight by somebody like her that doesn't make appearances very often, you need to listen to these topics. They're trying to set the scene and paint a narrative.
Aren't they always trying to do that, though? Or am I tripping? Come on. Like, news, all that, all the social media, all the media that we consume is controlled by the Democrats. It's controlled by them. Why is this anything new?
Can't hide it anymore. A season premiere of SNL with Ice Spice.
Ooh, look at us, 3 Gen Z icons.
Aren't you like 40?
No. Long time ago, I met this guy and made a deal where I get to stay 25 years old for forever.
What guy?
Tall fellow, horns, red fur, I don't know, little hoods.
Keen, that's the devil, dude.
What? I thought it was like a Times Square Elmo or something.
That's facts. And a lot of people will say it's a joke. But to be honest, if this guy is actually 40 years old, why does he look so? He actually looks really young, bro. Like, this guy does not age. If he told me he was 27, I'd probably believe him. Like, he looks young. I know they say black don't crack, but come on, bro. He does look young. And he just told y'all. Just said it. It came out of his mouth. Like to tell y'all the truth, but hiding jokes. Especially SNL. SNL is such a joke. It's so cringe. I can't watch this.
It's for entertainment purposes only.
The legendary city of Agartha, at the center of the earth. And at the center of that, the Vrilya. Unfortunately, the place is crawling with Vril. And I'm not hugely fond of shape-shifting reptilian humanoids. This should be interesting.
Did you catch that? Do you notice how they set up the angle for their meal to resemble the Last Supper? Was it to mock it or an innocent mistake? What do you think? TikTok, this is for entertainment purposes only.
Well, it certainly has been an interesting last few millennium. With this whole infiltrate the upper echelon of human society and manipulate them into destroying each other. Now, we might have just gone a little heavy on the political.
I hate when people put their whole face in the video. Like, move your big head, bro. We're trying to see the video, not your face, bro.
Around. Oh my God, and a little sucky, you know. Who knew that social media was gonna work? That was brilliant. Everyone too wrapped up in cat videos and sending pics to procreate instead of think with their brains. Very nice. Sure helped in my case during the elections. And you two crazy kids with your crusades, and there's nothing like monotheism to throw people into centuries of battles over
We are the first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do. The babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight. We are the first species.
Nah, that's crazy though. They do like to put it in your face. I feel like I say this like 10 times every video, but it's true. A lot of people don't see it. They're like, oh, it's a joke. Oh, it's just a movie. Oh, it's just a song. It's not. It's really not, though. Not.
They do not want you to know that the stars are actually angelic beings. They are not these big balls of gas and fire. This is a myth to take you away from God. We know in Genesis 1, God made the stars also, and God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. So the stars are actually in the atmosphere along with the moon and the sun. So all we gotta do is go to Revelation 1 verse 20. It's talking about the mystery of the 7 stars which thou sawest in my right hand. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches. So we know right there the stars are the angels. Now this makes so much sense when we look at Matthew 2 verse 2. It's talking about the birth of Jesus. Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and are come to worship him. Right, so they saw a star or an angel in the east over Jesus. And then look what it says in verse 9. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star or the angel which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. And
Yeah, I've heard this before too. It could be. I mean, do we really know? Let me know if y'all been to space and seen the stars up close and stuff. Then let me know. Show me a picture or something. But yeah, I don't. So I see it. How do we know what a star really is?
We are the first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do. The babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight. We are the first species. We are the first.
She's a little bit too old for them to be having her up there giving speech. It slipped. You can tell. We'll watch it again. You can tell. You listen to the way she tried to play it off, try to keep going, like we wouldn't notice. Said she accidentally let it out. She didn't need to.
We are the first species on the face of this earth to be aware of evolution, to be aware that we are affecting our own evolution by everything that we do. The babies we eat, the food we eat, the wars we fight. We are the first species.
What you mean? What you mean by that, lady? Old, evil lady? What is she trying to say? What kind of babies are you eating? Huh? Baby cows? What you mean? Nah, but yeah, like I said, she's a little too old, a little too Joe Biden-y to be up there giving that speech. They messed up letting her go up there and speak. She done exposed it all. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed. And y'all tune into the next one. Leave a like, comment there so we can show more people. Be on the next one. I'm out.